Oh my gosh, y'all, it's happening. It's happening! Hey guys, hope everyone is doing good. If this is your first time here, then welcome. So this is a very exciting video, as you can maybe tell from the intro. Today I'm finally gonna be trying the RevAir Reverse Air Dryer. I'm so excited. One of the funny things, when I first heard about the RevAir, I was like, my hair is pretty long. I hope that it'll be able to accommodate all my hair. But this hose is good for hair up to 5 feet long, so I'm more than good to go with this being able to accommodate all of my hair. I just put it together right before this video. It was super simple. The instructional video was like less than a minute and a half. All for super simple. It makes trying new things a lot less intimidating for me. So there are several different components, but for the most part, the three main ones are the base, the hose, and the wand, which is what I'm going to be inserting my hair into. So if you are new to my channel, again, hi and welcome. You may not know that I just made an attempt at straightening my hair about 2.5 months ago at the time when you are seeing this. But if you have been subscribed, then you probably know the saga of how that was a complete and utter fail. One of the things that hurt my heart so much after waiting almost 2 years to finally straighten my hair again was the blow dry process. The main purpose of the method that I use is to decrease any chance of heat damage. So I use a combination of the tension method, alternating my blow dry speed from medium and high, and then when it comes to the temperature, I alternate between cool, medium, and just a little bit of high heat to blow dry and straighten my hair before flat ironing. So I am so excited for the RevAir, because not only does it help to take your hair from wet to smooth in half the time, we're talking on average, depending on your hair type, your texture, your porosity, anywhere from 30 to 90 seconds, give or take. Yes, please, because that 5-hour blow dry session a couple months ago almost broke me. And after all that time, all that effort, my hair was very far from being as smooth and straight as I wanted to be before flat ironing. That end result was not 5 hours worth of work. So in addition to the RevAir being able to smooth and dry your hair dramatically faster, it also helps to get your hair there without any heat damage, which is huge for me. I have so much anxiety when it comes to straightening my hair due to the fear of heat damage. Plus my flat ironing process, I already have to worry about that enough. Now on the other hand, with the RevAir, you're able to get smoother, more stretched results without having to sacrifice your curl pattern or worry about heat damage. Because there are internal heat sensors that are able to maintain an even heat way below the threshold of where your hair is susceptible to heat damage. This puppy is also super versatile. I've seen people use this to stretch their wash and goes, prep their hair before flat ironing, which is definitely where my mind went when I first learned about the RevAir. You can also use it to stretch protective styles, dry wigs, extensions, locks, you name it. Speaking of heat, the RevAir has 3 different heat settings that you control right up here. This one right here is high heat. We've got low temp right here. This O in the middle is for no heat or a cool shot, so that even if you have the tension setting on, you've got like the suction motion, you can have it on this cool shot for the temperature at the same time. Now the base is where you set your reverse air tension settings. It's a little digital reader, so you can easily see where the tension is set. It goes from 0, which is no tension, to 7, which is the highest tension. Tresses of Alexis did a demo using this new RevAir, and her results using the tension at a level 4 were so good. So I think based on my density, my thickness, curl pattern, I think I'm going to start with the tension at a level 4 to see where we go, and then start with my temperature at a low, and then see if we need to go high. Now one of the complaints that I'd heard about with the RevAir over the years is that it's pretty loud. I haven't turned it on yet. We will learn together what it sounds like when I actually sit down to do my hair. And another thing that I'd heard about was that it's kind of heavy, a little bit cumbersome, but this is one of the newer models that's supposed to be lighter and not as heavy, and I find this very manageable for me. Wash day today, I'm also going to be using a couple of products from RevAir from their extreme hydration line. This line is made up of 5 products with 3 different steps to use them. It's supposed to be great for hydrating, replenishing, nourishing, and detangling. And with the RevAir, it is very important for your hair to be thoroughly detangled. And if you guys know me, you already know what I'm about to say. My hair naturally is just much more tangled than the average person's, so I'm going to need all the help I can get. So for my overall style, after I use the RevAir, I'm planning to do a braid out. And January is the perfect time for me to experiment with this and get the hang of it, because next month is my boyfriend and I's 1-year anniversary. So if this turns out really cute, I might be able to duplicate it. I'm going to prep, detangle, deep condition, get this get this hair ready for the RevAir. Very dry, very dry. Clean and detangled. Now on to the deep conditioning treatment from the extreme hydration line. The moment that I applied this creamy goodness to my hair, I felt like it was going to give me some additional detangling and slip, which I really needed, because I didn't realize until I did the math I had not done my hair for 13 days, so the amount of extra tangles, shed hair that I had going on in here was quite the discovery. So this stuff definitely gave me some really nice hydration, as the name entails, moisture and slip. This has dimethicone, which is really great for my coarse strands because my hair tends to have a cuticle that doesn't lay flat. So the dimethicone gave me some additional slip, but also helped to smooth my cuticle, which was perfect before getting into the nitty-gritty with the RevAir. And also these ends desperately needed a trim, and this deep conditioning treatment helped me to detangle those as well with relative ease. Not to mention the shine. This gave me some really awesome shine from the get-go from applying it. So after sitting under my hothead heating cap for about 2 hours, my hair felt super soft. The dryness was drastically decreased. And y'all, that shine is on another level. I can tell the difference between my hair when it's wet normally and my hair when it's like extra shiny when it's wet. And this was definitely in the extra shiny category. So I felt like this stuff definitely gave me a huge foundation for when I used the RevAir for the first time, not to mention helping me to get out a ton of additional shed hair that I had missed during my first round of detangling, because it was pretty rough. Guys have seen my other straightening videos, especially my prep. My hair loves a lot of product, but with the RevAir, you're not supposed to use any oily, sticky, or creamy products because it can gunk up the machine and cause it to malfunction, and I do not want that in any way, shape, or form. So I'm putting a lot of trust into the RevAir that I don't need to use a lot of product like I normally do to get really good results. The deep conditioner smoothed my strands really well. I feel like my cuticle is laying down nicely. I've got some really nice shine straight off the bat. This side is about to get a hit of that leave-in conditioner so I can show you guys what it looks like. This one's supposed to be really good for hydration, shake it up really nice. I like the consistency of this. It's not watery. It is very lightweight, slightly creamy. So I'm not going to use too much of this. I'm just going to do like an overall coating on my hair because, again, with the RevAir, you don't want to use a lot of product at all. And because my hair is so thick, I think I'm going to do 4 sections on each side so I can hopefully get a smoother result, and I'm not just putting like a huge chunk of hair in there because it said that it'll actually shut off if you put too much hair in. Okay, so I got my 4 sections right here. I haven't sectioned this one yet because I'm so excited. I just want to like go for it and start and show you guys where the magic happens with the wand here. I am going to start from the front actually to show you guys a really nice angle because the back might be a little bit harder to see. And now that I'm looking at it, this section looks big. I'm gonna actually split this in half, see how we go. Hopefully this is small enough. We're gonna hear what it sounds like because, as I mentioned earlier, a lot of people say it's loud. I don't know if this new version is a little bit more quiet. So I'm gonna turn on both the low and high heat so we can hear what they both sound like. Time to turn it on. Tension at 4 and see what happens with the 4. This is the low temperature. This is the high heat. I don't feel any heat because it's going like in. We're starting at low heat with the level 4 tension. Hair feels so smooth, so much smoother than when I traditionally blow dry. And the shine, y'all, the shine is bananas. So I did the majority of my tension on 4. For about the last minute that I used the RevAir, I put it up to 5 because I still have a little bit of texture right here, and I just wanted to kind of see what would happen with my roots and with that texture. So I think I'm gonna go back in on this section on the end specifically because my roots look pretty flippin' straight. Like, wow. I will definitely be testing this out with flat ironing because the additional smoothness that I get, I think my flat iron is going to turn out so much better than usual. And I think this is also going to be a perfect opportunity for me to trim my ends because I can really see what needs to go because of how smooth and straight it is. With the RevAir, you shouldn't need to pump the wand up and down to get it to work. Just hold it in place, and if you want to get your root smoother, that back and forth motion right there on the root area should help. I definitely noticed when I would do that, I got a much smoother result. Since my curls were still peeking through, I decided to play around with my tension and temperature settings a little bit. So what I ended up doing for the majority of my hair, I did 80% on the low heat, 10% on the cool shot, and then 10% on the highest heat setting. And I would usually focus that 10% with the high heat setting on my roots, and then any sections where I felt like I had a lot more texture peeking through, and that seemed to work really, really well. And I turned the tension up to 6. Comparison of my natural curls and my hair fresh out of the RevAir. Some sections where I was doing that circular and back and forth motion to get my roots almost felt like a scalp massage. It was very nice. Am all done. I would say that it took me maybe 2.5 hours to do my whole head. This is my first time using the RevAir, so I'm sure that with subsequent uses, more practice, I'll get faster. But at the end of the day, y'all, I just have a ton of super thick, really curly hair, so it is gonna take me a little bit of time, and I'll take this 2.5 hours, first time ever using this new tool to me, versus the usual 4.5 to 5.5 hours that it traditionally takes me to blow dry my hair. I will take it. As far as the feel of my hair, it feels so much more hydrated, soft, and smooth than traditional blow drying. It really does feel so much just healthier. Shocked that my hair feels this good with such minimal amounts of product. I think I'm gonna play around with the highest tension setting next time, level 7, because as you can see, I do still have a good amount of texture here, and for certain styles, I'm gonna wanna try to get it as smooth as I possibly can with the RevAir. I'm gonna be playing around with different settings, different things, but overall, for my very first time ever using it, I am so happy with how it turned out. Like, this blows traditional blow drying out of the water for me. So I will be back when it is time to show you my braids. It is almost 6 in the morning. I have to take my mom to the eye doctor at 7 something, so it's a tired day today. I'm gonna be putting those braids in really fast and then taking them out to show you guys in like a day or two. So I'm about to take this braid down. Is it a braid? 6 different twists on each side of my head that I then turned into a braid and then put into this banded ponytail. I used a hair butter and an oil to do these twists, very minimal amounts of both. Ooh, it feels so soft. I almost don't want to take this down. I'm definitely going to be doing this style again in the future, but I want to show you all what the finished result looks like. I got so excited that I forgot I was gonna trim my hair while it was still in the twist, but it's okay. I think I can still work it out the way that it is now. Oh, it feels so good. I'm gonna have to show you guys what it looks like right outside in natural light because the light is weird today. And I just remember I used a mermaid hair butter to actually do these twists. Like a beachy wave situation. I'm so excited. Okay. It feels so light, so soft. Separate it a little bit more, trim these ends, and I'll be back in some different lighting to show you guys the final results. But so far, I like much better lighting even though it is cold. I am going to add some of the moisture rich hair and scalp oil to further take down my hair. It has like a slightly sweet kind of perfumey fragrance. Definitely gonna be experimenting with this in my curls too. It's got sunflower seed oil, castor oil, jojoba oil, coconut oil, got some rice extract. Did my trim, my ends feel a lot better. Definitely giving me mermaid vibes. Ooh. The oil is super lightweight. Texture is really nice for this stretch style. So cool. It's so nice to have like a different look. I'm kind of getting the best of both worlds. I'm getting some really nice texture from this braid out, but I have a more smooth, stretched, elongated look, and it wasn't nearly as involved as my straight hair process. So I am 100% going to be doing this again. I can't wait to show my family my results. They saw the before yesterday, so I'm like tempted to go over to my mom's house just to show her how it turned out. I see why so many parents love this thing. I wish that we had this when I was little. I can tell it would have been a mainstay in my routine and my mom taking care of my hair. If you have any additional tips for me or things that you like to do if you're a RevAir, please let me know in the comment section down below. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video all about my first time using the RevAir. It was so cool. I am very impressed. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps to boost this bad boy out into the algorithm, helps it to do well and for more people to find my channel. Remember to upload videos every Friday with some shorts in the meantime, in between time. Huge thank you to RevAir. I had such an awesome first time experience and I cannot wait to play around with it more and more. Hope you all are doing great and I will see you in the next video. Take care everyone. Bye.